With the recent water scare in Commerce, water fountains with filters, like this one, are making A&M Commerce faculty and students feel a lot safer about the water they're drinking. Just as fresh. But even though there's a sign that clearly states that bikers may use the full lane, there have been a record number of biking accidents this year. De-Stress Fest is a place to relax, unwind, and pet the ponies. Everyone who came to the memorial service received candles like these for the moment of silence in remembrance of Dan Jones. But still, even though students complain about the unfixed roads at A&M Commerce, nothing has been done to fix the problem. I'm Kerry Wilson, KETV, Main Media News. Playing the piano has been medically proven to increase brain activity in young adults. At Bless the Mic, current students and alumni show everyone about who they really are and their personality through poetry and singing. Texas A&M University Commerce recently hosted the second annual Bless the Mic event on April 14th in the Rayburn Student Center. The event featured prominent New Orleans poet duo Frequency and Akeem. Lead graduate assistant Dominic Smith said the event is for students to showcase their talents.
It's really just students just showcasing their talent, along with the hosts showcasing their own poetry that they do as well. So it's not by any means competitive. It's just, students just demonstrating what they love to do.
At Bless the Mic, current students and alumni show everyone about who they really are and their personality through poetry and singing. While attendees enjoyed the food, refreshments, poetry, and singing, Angel Bird tried something she had never done before. She got out of her box.
My poetry is something that I've always kept private, so opportunities like this really help for me and people like me to be able to showcase our talents and kind of get out of our little box that we're stuck in.
In addition to poetry and singing, students also showcased the talent of dancing. One dancer in particular, Brandon Agent, showed mime dancing. He said it's not often an event like this is held.
Expose everybody else's uniqueness in a true, authentic way, especially here on campus. Because a lot of times you don't get a chance to see that. You have step shows, you have seminars, but you don't necessarily have events like this.
Kerry Wilson, KETV, Main Media News. For A&M Commerce throwback organization ACID, an Alpha Phi Alpha party like this one would be unheard of. ACID will revisit Commerce April 14th in Ferguson Auditorium to discuss equality. Alumni Relations Director Daryl Peace says ACID will give African Americans a chance to tell their story.
ACID is an opportunity for pretty much for African Americans to tell their story from the beginning of ACID up until today, where Greek-led organizations, other organizations that we have.
As a graduate of East Texas State, Peace was influenced by ACID and Joe Tave, who started ACID the night Martin Luther King was shot. Associate Director of Development Devin Gerard explained last year's program.
We had a little reception before, and people came. Some came, some didn't, just like cookies and punch. And then we had the 6 to 7:30 panel discussion. And then following that, we had a reception in the Alumni Center for our guest speakers.
A&M Commerce student leaders fully support ACID coming to Ferguson Auditorium to speak to students about current issues in diversity. SGA Senator William Horton says he believes ACID will do just that.
To me, it's very important to provide opportunities for students to be able to hear, guest lectures, speakers, participate in events that encourage open discourse about issues, both old and new.
With Lessons in Equality, I'm Kerry Wilson, KETV, Main Media News. With a pull, snap, and flip, students gathered at the Baptist Student Ministry for the first Korean Student Association game night on February 24th. BSM Director Joe Schmidt thinks it's a great opportunity.
We can connect with cultures that we may never travel to and get to experience. So there's just some real unique opportunities when you talk about interacting with groups of international students.
All students in attendance were encouraged to grab a name tag and join in the festivities as refreshments such as popcorn, lemonade, and water was served. The night included introducing Korean students to traditional American games like taboo, buzzword, and dominoes. Reaching out to different populations of students is one of the main goals of the Baptist Student Ministry. Campus missionary intern Bethany Golio says the Korean population in particular is one the BSM hasn't done as great of a job as reaching out to as others.
This was a group that the BSM has done a really poor job of reaching out to. And so it was really important just to get to know them and have something fun.
Having fun for these students involves eating food, playing international games as well as local games, and learning a little bit more about another culture, all while sharing the fun. I'm Kerry Wilson, KETV, Maine Media News.